Hello everybody, my name is Scott and welcome to Faith Over Fear Adventures. I'm out here on this beautiful day. Me and Alana just having a good time. We ain't been out in a couple weeks. And there's snow on the ground, but you'll have that in December. But I want to talk to you all today about one thing. I got a question. How is your prayer life? We all have a work life, some kind of work we do, you know, whether it's a job where we go to every day, or housework, or babysitting, whatever. We all got work to do. We have our work life. We have our home life with our family, our husbands and wives and children. Some are coaches, you know, that's a part of your life, activities, hobbies. And sometimes we get so busy, we forget about our prayer life. Every day, every morning when you get up, you should start your day out in the Word and on your knees in prayer. Talking to God, asking for His protection for you and your family, for guidance and wisdom, for peace and security and safety, that He will meet your needs and forgive your sins every day on your knees. That's how Daniel survived the lion's den. He had a prayer life. He prayed 3 times a day. Nothing got in the way of him praying. And he was, I think, the number 2 guy to the king. I could be wrong, but the king asked for Daniel's guidance all the time, and Daniel still found time to pray 3 times a day. That's power. I forget where it is. Is it Joshua, I think? I could be wrong. But he prayed for time to stand still, for the sun and the moon to stop, while he could avenge Israel. And God answered that prayer and stopped time. Can you imagine praying a prayer, asking God for the sun to quit moving in the sky? And God does it. That's power in prayer. Or, man, I cannot remember who or where it was. Somebody look it up and let me know. I have it written down, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But somebody in the Old Testament asked God for a sign. And God said, what kind of sign? And He said, move the clock forward. Move the shadow on the clock forward. On the sundial, that's what it was. Move it forward. Move the shadow forward. And God did it. That made time equal again, I believe, you know, because He stopped time for Daniel. And then, you know, we lost time, so that prayer was prayed and He moved it forward to get time back to where it was supposed to be. But can you imagine asking God to speed time up? I know we do that every day at work, pretty much every other day. Think about it. It's your day at work and you say, oh God, I wish this day would be over. Somebody prayed that prayer and God did it. There is power in prayer. If we as Christians would recognize our prayer life as more important than our work life and our home life, our home life would get a lot better and our work life would get a lot better. Prayer is the most important thing in a Christian's life. Prayer to your Father for everything, for all your needs, all your wants, all your desires, your fears, your sadness, your joy. God is there listening. All you have to do is talk to Him. And you don't have to use big long prayers. You don't have to use big long words. God doesn't care about the big long words and how educated you are, or where you're from, or who your parents were, or who your ancestors were. All God cares about is that you talk to Him. Start your day, every day, in prayer. Put the fear of God. He already knows he's lost the battle, but the devil is going to try to take as many souls with him as possible. That's how he stopped you from prayer. He talked you out of it. He tells you, oh, you're too busy for praying in the morning. You're too busy to get in the Word. You need to get to work. You need to get moving. You got to stop at Sheetz and get a cup of coffee. The devil knows that prayer is the most powerful weapon that we have against him. And if he can keep us from using it, he'll do it. He'll do anything he can to keep us from getting on our knees and talking to God. Talking to our Father in heaven. Our Father that has the power to make time stand still. To move time forward. To move mountains. To save your soul from hell. There's power in prayer. Was it Nehemiah? He got word that the wall was not rebuilt yet, and it saddened him, and he talked to the king and asked the king, said, can I go and rebuild that wall? And he went and rebuilt that wall, and he prayed, and he built that wall in what, 59 days or something. He built the wall. The beginning of Nehemiah, I think it's chapter 1 verse 10, I think it starts, Nehemiah's prayer. Read that. There's power in prayer. So when you get up in the morning, as soon as you wake up, start your day in the Word. Feed your soul with the Word, and get on your knees and talk to the Father. That is the only way you're going to beat the devil at his own game. That's the only way you're going to win that race during the day. You're going to have to get on your knees and pray to the Father. I don't mean it to sound so gloomy or down or anything, because it's really not. Look at that view. See that view? See how beautiful that is? I prayed a prayer, and look where God brought me. Power in prayer. Prayer saved my soul. Prayer saved me from a life where I was on the wrong road. I lost everything except for my faith, and God restored all that I had lost. You can't tell me there's not power in prayer. I have seen it. I have seen God move in lives and in hearts. It has changed people's directions in a heartbeat. Doesn't matter if you're a lowly servant or the President of the United States. We're all on the same level when we're on our knees in prayer to our Father in heaven. Use that power. Harness that power. God is listening. God is listening to every thought and every word you say. Use that power to defeat Satan and his lies. Use it today. Take your quiet time and talk to the Father. Talk to your Father in heaven. He is a healer, a restorer. You're a Christian. You are a child of God. You have been redeemed. You are heirs and joint heirs with Christ. Don't let the devil tell you that you're no good and you're worthless. God can't save you. That's all his lies. Harness that power every day in your life, and it will change your life. It will change your perspective. It will change how you see this world. Start your day. Start tomorrow on your knees in prayer with God and get in his word and hear what he has to say. He'll change your life if you'll let him. And I pray that you do. Until the next time, everybody, get out, have an adventure, have some fun. Do not let the worries and the cares of this world bring you down, because we are living in glorious times. I mean, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. And until next time, everybody, God bless you. God loves you.